And good afternoon, Waffenträger bringing another video. This time here we are talking about the new Waffenträger event, and we're going to be opening 60 loot boxes and answering the question, is it worth it? So sit back, relax, and of course enjoy the show.
I'm gonna have to rain down a godly firestorm on you.
And thank you for viewing this video. If you like the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel by clicking the icon above, and then of course hitting the bell icon to get notifications when the next video drops. So here we go. It is upon us. Let's switch to normal view and let's bring up what's on the page. Now, the Last Waffenträger Event. Everybody should know about this by now. If you don't, you know, when you first load up the thing, it'll cover it. And basically I'm going to cover some of the things on it. I'm not going to play the video in the background. I'm not going to do all of that. I just don't really want to. You're welcome to watch the videos for that yourself. Go into it. I just want to go over the main topics. All right, so the event began today, you know, 7 o'clock in the morning, and the event ends now. Again, this is EST on the 12th. So don't be surprised if you think it ends early because of something, because that's usually how it happens. So that Monday, no, it's not really Monday, it's actually that Sunday. So that Sunday night, when it rolls over to Monday, that's when it ends. A lot of people ask this question and a lot of people get it wrong, like, oh, but it should be over, it should be still going until Monday or in the afternoon. No, that's not how that works. So this ends Sunday night at 2, even though it rolls over to Monday because of what the time is. So that's when it ends. Now there's a prime time section that you have to adhere to in order for you to get the maximum benefits, and then after that, so that it just goes away. The event, like most of these things, I don't know why they set up for prime time sessions. I can search certain parts of the event for prime time, but not the whole thing. But it's set up to be prime time. I don't understand why. Yep, that's pretty much better. Okay, so everybody can see it and everything else like that. So again, prime time is for this from 10 where Pacific, but we're going to go with Eastern Standard Time because that's where I am and everything else like that. So 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then at 2 o'clock at night when the prime time ends. And then you have your this is the first wave, and then you have your second and remaining days are basically 1 hour later. So it's going to be 2 o'clock to 2 o'clock, 12 hours. All right, now this is basically a briefing of, again, if you watch the video, it's going to go into all the stuff and everything like that. Basically, this is a 7v1. You either have the choice of being the attacker, or you have the choice of being the Waffenträger. Now you have to earn that stuff to actually be able to be the Waffenträger. So you have to have, which they should have gave some percentages out for free so people can just play it without having to, so they like the mode or not. You have to have keys. Now you know when the key system is and everything else that you gotta work for it, get your keys, and then you can play as the one basically the Waffenträger. Now for people like me that actually had the Waffenträger, this thing is basically a bastardization of that tank. Now some people's going to like, it looks cool. No, to me it doesn't. I'm not into it, but I'm going to play it because it's part of the mode. Okay, now you're playing either as the Waffenträger or you're playing as the Sentinels. Sorry, the Sentinels are AI controlled, and then you play as the T-55 Thunderbolt, basically a tier 9 tank and everything else like that. And you basically you have AI bots that if you kill the bots, you get an energy pack. You get the energy pack, it powers you up. The more you power up, the more damage you can do to the Waffenträger. So at the early stages of it, you're going to get whacked by the Waffenträger like it's no tomorrow. Then at the later stages, if you know what you're doing, you can actually keep getting these energy things so they're built up enough to kill the Waffenträger. That's the name of the game. Now, you have 3 lives. meaning not like the standard game. When you die once, your game is over, you go back to the garage. You can die 3 times. So you respawn twice. Once you died the 3rd time, game is over, you go back to the garage. Okay? Now, there's two types of boxes. One is for if you're playing as a Waffenträger. One is if you're playing as the T-55. Those boxes give you different things. They're called Footlockers. Harassers, Footlockers, harassers are the T-55s. Engineers is the Waffenträger. Then they can give you certain things. Then you have special Footlockers. Now, the special Footlockers are basically the gold lockers, the one that you have to pay for in order to get, hope for you get some good stuff. Now, I'm gonna tell you straight up and down, this is gambling at its finest. Now, if you are a steady mind type of person, you're gonna do one thing. When you collect the box, I will be showing you some boxes openings in just a couple of minutes. When you do the box, you have a choice. You can accept what the box is giving you, or you can re-roll the box. Now, they give you, for every gold box, they give you 1 re-roll. Now that gold can be saved and everything else like that, so if you want to re-roll another later on, you can. So for every box, there is a re-roll. Now, this is what you can get inside of here. Credits, again, not worth it. 1 day of premium time, not worth it. 3 days of premium time, kind of worth it. Again, I'm trying to tell you so that if you roll these, don't be trying to chase down some good stuff, because it's not going to happen. And I'm gonna show you a article that has been pointed out to me that people did, and I'm sitting there like, oh my god, why? Okay, you have demounting kits, not worth it. The credit ones, the one that has 1 inside of it, not worth it. The 1 and 5 inside of it is worth it. Training books, not worth it. Personal training manuals, worth it. And the XP ones, if it's the 5 one, worth it. Okay, then in slot 2, you can get these tanks here. Now, the T-77 is the new hotness on the block. This is the one that lures you in. They say, ooh, if you roll, you can get the T-77. Okay, but if you're lucky enough to get a gold tank, it might not be the T-77. You might get the IS-6. Crap. You might get the Super Pershing. For the purposes of this conversation, I'm going to go through tanks as crap and not crap. Okay? Crap, 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 and crap. Now, there's tanks inside of here that people are not going to agree with me that are crap and everything else. I'm sorry, I had to mush it down. There's tanks inside here people are not going to agree with me that are crap and everything else that. I've played these tanks. I know which ones are crap. I know which ones not. Now, I have the Super Pershing. I'm pretty good in the Super Pershing. But for the standard player, crap. IS-6. If you know what you're doing, again, tier limited. Tier limited. If you know what you're doing, you can make the IS-6 work. But for most people, it's going to be crap. Just saying up and down. Now, I've already covered the T-77 yesterday, how I feel about that versus the other autoloaders. Okay. Now, you are guaranteed to, for every box, sorry, like touch the box, you're guaranteed to receive 100 gold. So, let's say, for example, you get 150 credits. Okay, since you're guaranteed 1 reroll, you can use that 1 reroll. Now, let me state this clearly. You can use that 1 reroll, since it's already been given to you inside here, to reroll it for something better. Now, at that point, it's not gambling. But the minute that you dig into your pocket to do the second roll, you're gambling at that point, because you're not going to get your value back for the 250 gold unless you luck up and get something that's one of these again. So you're gambling after you hit number 2 through 5. Now let me go to, I'm going to go over to the forums. You know, I don't usually go over to the forums, but I'm going to do like this. Now, you have a guy that basically went into the forums and spent $9 in boxes, but ended up spending 11K in gold rerolls. And he complains that there's nothing to show for it. Why? Because some of the boxes, basically 4 times in a row, you reroll the exact same thing. Now I'm going to close this because I don't want to get into that anymore. Now, again, what do you expect? It's gambling. You shake them dice and you can keep rolling craps all the time. So don't complain about it. Again, you have one free reroll. One. Once you do that reroll, if you don't get what you like after that first reroll, just suck it up. Don't spend your cash to do like this and do like this, because you're actually better off buying the box than it is to spend the gold for it. Now you're like, well, why would I? Okay, one is $1. Your gold costs you more than this $1. Then if you do it more than once, you really are going down a rabbit hole trying to chase down that monkey. Again, the monkey is, in this case here, the T77. Don't do it. Don't even think about it. Leave it alone. Okay. Now, you have boxes for everything else. Harrier can get boxes as well. Those are different. Those are not giving you premium tanks. They're not giving you stuff for that. They're just going to give you, if you're the engineer, you can get credits. You can re-roll these if you want to, but why? You're just going to get more, either 1 credit or more. So again, for this section here, it's the same thing. Don't re-roll. Just don't. All right. Now, keys. Random battle missions. At the start of the event, you can complete in a special random battles to earn 1 key. The mission is available at the launch event, which is today, and it remains for 7 days. You will need to win 5 random battles from tier 4 to tier 10 and be in the top 10 of your team to be able to earn a key. Okay, so in order for you to play as the Waffenträger, you have to earn top 10, tier 4 to 10 vehicles, and you'll get a key. Now, I was hoping they was actually going to give some keys out for free. You know, everybody get 1 key, 3, whatever amount. It was small amounts for that, so you get a chance to play it. So that way there you get a chance to look at it and be like, okay, this is something I want to do. Now, again, Thunderbolt, it has a bolt shock. Basically, you have 3 lives. We've already covered this. You have bolt shock, charge, 3 lives. So charge is basically gives you turbo boost. You get energy packs. The more energy packs you get, again, the more you your bolts do damage, the more damage you do, blah blah blah, the faster you can take down the Waffenträger. Okay, now there's a set of missions for those as well. Again, 3 battles in the Waffenträger Harrier squad. You can earn once per day. You can earn a Footlocker and a key. If you actually manage to defeat the Waffenträger, you get a Footlocker. Again, this is if you're in the top 5. Top 1, which is repeatable, meaning that you're the top dog on your team and everything else to that. If this is only if you defeat it, you get another Footlocker. Again, if you cause 5,000 damage to the Waffenträger and you're in the top 5, you can get a collection item and a Footlocker. Now again, these are the slots for the Footlocker. Sorry, these is, yeah. Again, these are basic stuff inside here, and most of the stuff, it's great that you're getting something for playing the mode, but there's nothing to really write home about. Now, for the Waffenträger, again, it has an EMP pulse, an EMP arrow, and its regular rounds. The EMP pulse goes around buildings. So if you're trying to play ring around the rosy around the building and he charges the EMP pulse, it will slow you down and you will take damage. And if you're low enough, you actually die. Really simple. Now, some of the Waffenträgers will be AI controlled later on. Depends on how many people are actually playing and everything else like that. Again, you get rewards for that. Destruction of the Harrier Squadron, you get 1 locker. Again, once per day. Destroy 5 of them with the Waffenträger. You can do this 7 times per event. You get 1 engineer footlocker. Again, the engineer footlockers are basically the same as what the other footlockers are. They're just different. That's basically it. Now, again, 3 lives. You need a key to actually play the Waffenträger. If you don't have a key, you can't play it. Really that simple. All right, now there's only 3 maps available: Fisherman's Base, Strujanki, and Redshire. Again, I wish they would have had more maps available, because again, if you play this a lot to try to get this done, you're going to be bored to tears near the end, because you're seeing the same 3 maps continuously. That's just the thing. You can get medals, loss of voltage, master of lightning, and short circuit. Now, you have the special Waffenträgers. These will be with special keys. These you get unique stuff with it, and again, this is really what you want to get to at the end. Receive that special footlocker. Basically, it's a gold footlocker. And of course, this is statistics for. Now, I covered this yesterday, so go watch that VOD on that. I actually will be doing a video on this on YouTube, showing the stats of the T-77 and the issues with it and everything else of that. But that's on a different thing. And of course, they give you some soundtracks you want to download. You can. All right. So that's covered the main section of this. Now I'm going to close this up and everything else to the end. Again, please do not re-roll more than once. That one time that you have the re-roll is it. If you do it more than one time, you're gambling. You don't want to do it. I'm trying to give everybody the heads up. I'm trying to get the avoidance, so you can't say, well, I gambled my money away, you know, I spent $50 in gold. Well, no, if you actually spent the $50 on the actual buying of the actual box, it would be better for you than spending it in gold, because you're not going to get your value. It's just not. Because again, if you keep re-rolling the same thing and it's like, oh well, I got 100 credits, sorry, 100,000 credits, it's just not worth the deal. So now we're going to get some boxes reopened right now. Hopefully this will go well. This is going to take a minute for me to switch over. Now, again, this is something that I'm trying to cover as best I can. A lot of people are not going to get what I'm talking about. They're not going to get that this is not really a good thing. So, buyer beware. Now, we're going to go into opening some boxes, and so you can see if it's worth it or not. Now, to me, it really depends on the person. You know, I bought 10 of my own. So that way there, I spend my own money. I spend my own cash on this, because I just want to make sure that it's I just want to make sure that it's actually something that, you know, I don't want people to say, so what, you just got it from Wargaming, you didn't spend your own money. No, I spent my own cash. You know, again, I wish I would have got like some of the you guys like 200 of the things, you know, but I got 50. Sorry, I have 60 to open. So we're going to open those up. We're going to hopefully have a great time with this. The first 10 will be open at normal speed, and then the rest will be at 2x speed, and then we'll slow down for anything important. That's how we're going to do this. Now you can't open them up all at one time like you, or in groups in like the standard thing, and the reason for that is because since you can re-roll it, you can't open up a group. So let's open up the first locker. Now again, that's for showing you the 100 gold, and again, not worth it. Now since I already have, they gave me 100 gold, I'm going to re-roll this one only because this one sucks. It's going to cost me that 100 that I just used. Again, for the first 100, that's the only thing you want to use. And I got 1. Wow, nice. Again, will I re-roll it again? No, just not worth it. So I'm going to claim the reward, go into the next box. All right, affirmative. Let's open the next box. Again, every time you open a box, you will get the 100 coins. Training books, we're going to claim the reward. We're not even going to try to open any of the box. Again, is that worth it? Not really, but you know, it's not worth it for me to re-roll it. So again, you have 1 free re-roll. You have 1 extra bite at the apple if you don't like what you got. Now, I'm just going to claim that. Again, I'm not going to play around for that because, again, I don't want it so that everybody has to do reopening craziness. All right, give me 1 second. Something is bothering my stream. I don't know what it is because it's weirding out. Don't know what it is because everything is good on my end. So okay, I know what to do. Let's do this. Let's go to Tales. Open this. And boom. All right. And no one's downloading anything, right? Because it looks like I'm lagging just a bit on my download, my speed. All right, let's go to the next one. On 50 gold, I'm gonna re-roll that one because that's like the lowest you can get. So we're gonna reopen that one. Again, you can reopen 1. Reopening more than that will basically just, and again, I would have been better off with the 150 gold. I'm gonna claim that because I'm not reopening another one. Even though there's 5 of those, yeah, not really worth it. Again, something is working in the background and I hate whatever it is because it's really messing my stuff up. But okay, hit the affirmative key. Let's open the next one. All right, it's back to being green again, but something keeps me knocking into yellow. Oh, and I got a gold tank, the CDA. So that 1 good gold tank, nice. So we're going to claim that reward. Now this is from what I bought. So at this point, for the $10 I have, I got a gold tank. Not the best gold tank in the world, but for $10, I basically got a gold tank. Worth it. Let's open another one. We're just going to claim that. Affirmative. We're going to claim that. Keep on going. Now we're going through the boxes the ones that I bought right now. Let's see. Another one. Again, we're going to claim that. We're not going to re-roll it. Just not worth it. All right. Let's open the next one. Again, each time you get 10 gold, 150. I'm not going to re-roll it. I can. Let's re-roll it. Again, it's worth it for one re-roll. Any more than that, now if I get the same thing again, all right, 5 of these is actually a better roll. Again, so in this case here, I win, but I lost one that I tried to re-roll before. So again, you have to be very careful in the rolls. Don't keep re-rolling over and over again. Use the one, be happy, and go about your business. All right, next one. See, you notice that the 151 is the one that keeps coming up a lot, and when you don't get the 150, or if you re-roll it, you notice you get effed. So this is definitely something you don't want to re-roll. You just don't. Take the big discount. Now I'm showing this to you so that because I couldn't. My normal instinct would be just to keep whatever I got and keep the 100 gold, because again it would be worth it for the 100 gold. Now I have this one here. I don't think this is worth it, of course, at all. We're gonna open that, reopen the box. And we're going to claim that reward. Nice. All right. Now, those are the boxes that I personally, myself, bought. So out of my $9 purchase and everything else of that, I literally got what I considered a good deal because I got a tier 8 tank. Now, some people would sit there and be like, okay, well, let's keep rolling for the effect so we can try to get the T77. I'm not going to do that. And the only reason why I actually did the re-rolls is because I was literally asked to show the re-rolls in the thing. Normally, I wouldn't do re-rolls. It's just not something I would do. All right, so let's open up the ones that Wargaming gave us. All right, for the next 6 minutes, you'll see me speed through these. Basically, I have it going at 2x. So again, you can watch these real quick. You can see how fast they're actually going through it for that. The basic tenet of this is that I'm going to get a couple of, like you just seen, a gold right there, everything else for that. But most of this stuff is just, again, this is 3 days of premium. So that right there is 4 days of premium. Again, a lot of this stuff is just not really worth it for the price that it would be for doing it. Again, what we got right here, again, nothing. It's just here's another day of premiums for that. So right now we are at 5 days of premium. So a lot of this stuff here, so that you're going to see me re-roll every now and then, and only re-roll once. And for the love of God, please do not re-roll more than once, because if you do, you are gambling and you're going to lose out. You'll see at the end part of this where I actually re-rolled just for the to show everybody what can happen when you re-roll. And basically, I would have been better off at what I got at the beginning than I did at the end. Again, a lot of the things you're going to get is going to be 150,000 coins or one demounting kit. Again, it's like the lamest things in the world. And then when you do get something good, which again that will come up, it's not the tank itself that you actually get is not the most fabulous tank in the world. Again, there's no defenders here, there's no Progettos, there's no SUs, there's no Scorpions. The tanks that you really want are not in this list. So again, for what you're getting, you're not winning. Now again, I'm getting a lot of things that literally, if you play the game, you get these all the time, meaning that if you're a regular free-to-play player, you'll get the crew experience boosters, or the boosters for overall for the tank and everything else. That there's a lot of boosters that you actually get on the normal. That again, it's just I don't understand. This one here is not like the Christmas one. The Christmas one, you are guaranteed to get the value of what you got. This one here, you are not guaranteed. You are basically full unadulterated gambling. That's the long and the short of it. Now, take it for what it is. You can feel that I'm wrong. I mean, that's everybody's prerogative and everything else like that. But again, you'll see me re-roll just like I'm doing right now, and basically got the exact same thing. Now, I would have been better off keeping that 100 coins in my pocket, because literally, if I held on to all the hundreds that I got, so 60 times 100, that'd be 6,000 in gold. That would be more worth it than to re-roll the tank, because literally with 6,000 gold, I literally can buy some hell I can buy a tier 7 light tank when it's on sale, or sometimes a tier 8 light tank if it's on right sale and everything else like that. So again, this is no bueno. This is not the best thing in the world. This is something really, I have to say, so that this is not the Christmas one. Don't do it. Don't buy these things, because again, everybody's expecting that they're going to get the 277. Sorry, I keep saying 277. The T77. And I've opened 60 boxes. Your chance of getting the T77 is slim, because again, all of the fluff of other gold tanks that are inside it, but for the one that you actually want. Now, if the event only had, like, okay, let's say for the argument, it had Defenders, it had Scorpion G's, it had everything else like that, and you got one of those premium tanks and you didn't get the T77, you wouldn't be mad. You'd be like, okay, well, not the T77, but I got me a good gold tank that I can actually, make some credits on, get some plays, in meta that I can actually do stuff with. But no, you'll see when it slows down again, instead of what the next thing I got and everything else. And literally, both of these tanks I would not have bought normally unless there's no other tanks left. Number one. Number two, all of these tanks that are being shown, I literally can get these at, the 30% discount happens all the time. Sometimes, during, again, when they have the black market sale and everything else, that you can get some of these things for freaking, for credits. So, is this worth it? No. Wait for the black market. The black market one will be way more better than this here and everything else like that, because you're not going to get value for your money. You're just not. Now, we're about to come up on the next premium that I got and everything else, and I'm going to slow down to regular speed. Yep. Hey, 350. Nice. Like, again, I'm happy that I got 350. Very sad. The T92. Okay, so second gold tank. Okay, and a day of premium. We're going to claim that reward. So far in that, we've got 2 gold tanks out of 40 openings. Actually, 39 openings. And we're going to re-roll this one. And we got the exact same thing. And again, this can happen. It happened a couple of times in a row. You'd be like, but I just got that. Why do I get the same thing again? Because you're gambling. All right, now what you're looking at is going to be the last premium tank that I actually got. So out of 60 boxes, I got 2 premium tanks, and of those 2 premium tanks, again, like I said, neither one of those 2 premium tanks I would ever have bought, unless there was a major sale going on and everything else that where it's basically it's half price or something like that. Now again, I'm going to, at the end, I'm going to re-roll the last box the maximum amount of time. You judge for yourself. You look through the video, see if this is right for you and everything else. So that, again, I'm being the warning guy, like I always am. Again, I want to make sure, as everybody know, I'm not in Wargaming's pocket. Again, I spent my own money on this event and everything else, so that because I didn't know what we were going to get. We didn't get the 200 that the EU guys got, or the Russian guys got. And I think the Aussie guys also got the 200 as well. So in North America, even though we bring in the most money per person, you know, we're supposed to be showing these things off, and basically we didn't get, you know, a lot to show off, you know. So I'm not going to be bringing you the T77. I don't have it. I'm not getting it, you know, because again, the way it's locked up, unless you actually win it in the event, you can't get it. And I don't think that's fair to everybody else, because basically you dangling a carrot out there, and so they say, okay, this is the only way you can get this tank here. Spend your money like crazy to get this tank. You can't buy it normally even a little bit after the event. And again, I think that's kind of scummy. I'm sorry, it's just what it is. I think that's scummy that the only way you can get this tank is, you know, doing like this, where you basically have to gamble to get it, or you basically have to, you know, shell out. Again, this is 60 boxes, 60, and I still ain't get the tank. So, and I only got 2 of the, I think it's 10 tanks. So how many boxes would I need to get to guarantee? And it's not a guarantee, because again, this is still gambling. Would it take me to actually get the tank? And again, there's still no guarantee that it is. So at this point here, you're looking at, you know, at a minimum, you know, probably 200 boxes, and that's if you're a lucky person. If you're not a lucky person, which again, my luck, that's why I don't gamble, because I know how my luck is. Yeah, because my luck, I was put out 200 bones and get a lot of other tanks that I really don't want, again, because I've already discussed what tanks I really rather got, and then be like, oh well, I spent $200 on tanks that I could have bought, you know, out of pocket. So here's the last part of the video right here, and everything else. Please hit the like, subscribe button. It really helps your channel out. And until then, this is Waffenträger. Enjoy the last part of the video, and I'll re-roll the last one to see if I can get something better. All right, we're down to our last one. Now, since this is the last one, I will re-roll this one. We're gonna re-roll it once. We're gonna re-roll it again. Re-roll it again. Again, see what I mean, that you can get crappier stuff by re-rolling? This is gambling at its finest. Same thing again. So please, for the love of actual God, do not re-roll more than once. Because again, I could have rolled this the first time and got this the first time. Literally, re-rolling, as you plainly just seen, is absolute just dumb. It's the dumbest thing ever.